Imagine you're halfway through a cross-country family road trip. The kids are finally asleep in the back, and suddenly, the dashboard flashes a low battery warning in a dead zone with no chargers for 50 miles. This is the chilling range anxiety ghost that haunts every electric SUV owner. But Ford claims the 2026 Explorer EV has finally figured out how to kill that nightmare for good. You're looking at a legend reborn, a three-row beast that's traded its gasoline soul for a massive 82 kilowatt-hour battery pack. But don't let the rugged American styling fool you, because this car is hiding a massive secret about its DNA that might make you question everything you know about Ford. Is it really an Explorer, or is it just a German-engineered Volkswagen ID.4 wearing a fancy blue oval mask? That curiosity turns into pure excitement the moment you step inside and realize the center console isn't just a storage bin. It's a 17-liter MegaConsole that can literally swallow a full-sized laptop, solving the age-old fear of where to hide your valuables at the trailhead. But just as you're getting comfortable, you notice the 14.6-inch Sync Move screen. It doesn't just sit there. It slides up and down to reveal a hidden motorized private locker that would make James Bond jealous. But wait, here's where the tension builds. Can a heavy, three-row SUV actually handle a 300-mile real-world range when you've got the AC blasting and a trailer hitched to the back? We've seen other EVs promise the world and leave drivers stranded in the cold. Yet Ford has doubled down on a new heat pump system designed to protect your battery life when the temperature drops below zero. If you've ever feared the winter range crush, this might be the first EV that actually respects your schedule. But don't get too excited just yet, because while the dual-motor AWD version packs a 340 horsepower punch that can rocket this family hauler to 60 miles per hour in a staggering 5.3 seconds, there is a looming shadow over the charging speeds. In an era where competitors like Kia and Hyundai are hitting 800-volt hyperspeeds, is Ford's 185 kilowatt peak enough to keep you from losing your mind at a crowded charging station on a holiday weekend? The mystery deepens when you look at the price tag. Ford is positioning this to take down the Tesla Model Y, but with Blue Cruise hands-free driving and a 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen soundbar that turns the cabin into a rolling concert hall, you have to wonder, is the extra cost worth the luxury, or are you just paying for the badge? Every time you think you've found a reason to stick with gas, the Explorer EV pulls you back in with active motion massage seats and a panoramic roof that makes the third row feel like a penthouse suite instead of a cramped penalty box. But let's talk about the fear no one mentions: software. We've all seen the horror stories of screens freezing at 70 miles per hour, but Ford's new digital experience is built on a Google-based backbone designed to be as stable as your smartphone. Yet the curiosity remains. Will it actually stay smooth after 3 years of updates? Think about the sheer engineering required to make a car this heavy feel light. Ford uses a sophisticated multi-link rear suspension to mask the weight of that 82 kilowatt-hour battery. But does that translate to a disconnected, numb driving experience? You might find yourself missing the roar of the old V6 EcoBoost when you realize the only sound you hear is the faint whir of the electric motors. But the trade-off is a level of refinement that usually costs double the price. Yet the fear remains. What happens when the warranty ends? The complexity of an EV battery management system is a black box for most owners, and the thought of a $20,000 replacement bill is enough to keep any parent up at night. But then you see the Shield grille, a bold, futuristic face that says this car belongs in the next decade. It looks like it could survive a small apocalypse, which is exactly the vibe most Explorer fans want. But is it just a facade? Some critics argue that the reliance on the Volkswagen MEB platform has stripped away the Americanness of the Explorer, leaving us with a vehicle that feels more like a tech product than a rugged adventurer. Yet, when you see the way the Matrix-led headlights dance across the road at night, carving out shadows and highlighting hazards you wouldn't even see in a gas car, that excitement returns. The real test, however, is the family test. Can you actually fit 3 rows of humans and their gear without a total meltdown? The second-row captain's chairs are a godsend for sibling peace, but that third row, while better than most, is still a tight squeeze for anyone over 5'8". If you're planning on hauling adults, you might feel a pang of regret for not waiting for the larger electric expedition. But for a family with young kids, the 8 USB ports scattered throughout the cabin are like an insurance policy against boredom. And then there's the question of the Blue Oval Charge network. Ford claims access to the largest network in North America, but we all know the fear of arriving at a station only to find half the plugs out of order. Is Ford's integration with Tesla's superchargers enough to bridge the gap, or will you still find yourself nervously checking the PlugShare app every 20 minutes? It's a constant tug-of-war between the convenience of home charging and the wild west of public infrastructure. This isn't just a car, it's a high-stakes bet on the future of the family vacation. If Ford gets this wrong, they lose the family market forever. If they get it right, the gas-guzzling SUV is officially extinct. You have to ask yourself, are you ready to trust a computer with your family's most precious memories? Or is the fear of a software glitch at 70 miles per hour too much to handle? By the time we reach the final verdict, you'll see that the 2026 Ford Explorer EV isn't just trying to be a good electric car. It's trying to be the only car you'll ever need. And the answer to whether it succeeds lies in a single, controversial feature that most reviewers are completely overlooking: the subscription model for Blue Cruise and Google Maps. Stay with me, because we're about to find out if this is the ultimate family SUV or just a very expensive high-tech illusion that will cost you hundreds more every year just to keep the features you thought you already bought.